What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Rue Girl. Welcome to ProBLK. As y'all know, we got something banging for y'all. So tonight's topic is racial profiling and discrimination. We are going to be talking about things involving with the police, the workplace, school, and the hood, the suburbs, everything all across the board. Is going to be a real decent conversation. Y'all know I'm going to be joined with my baby Miss Phil on my Fupa, period. And as y'all can see, tonight I have purple and turquoise and teal on my eyes, and that is in honor of suicide prevention awareness. If y'all have anyone in your family, anyone close to you, suffering from suicide or suicidal thoughts, their hotline is 1-800-273-8255. Suicide is real. There's a lot of things associated with it, and I'm gonna add Miss Phil on my fupa. You could get into the conversation. Make sure y'all engage. Make sure y'all like and share. Hey, beautiful.
Hello.
How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. You ready?
Yes.
Period, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, the topic is racial profiling.
What is racial profiling? Exactly.
So, racial profiling is basically when you see somebody, you are judging them or discriminating against them based on stereotypes
Mm-hmm.
that we all know of, negative stereotypes to be exact. Black people do it, white people do it, Hispanic people do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when it comes to racial profiling, you usually hear black people talking about it all the time, but it happens to everybody. And black people don't say how much they do it, because we racial profile like a motherfucker. I know I do.
Yeah.
Oh, baby, you go in and out. I can't see you. You frozen, but it's all right. I can hear you.
Can you?
I can hear you.
I'm frozen. I'm
Yeah,
frozen.
but I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah.
All right, just keep going because I can hear you fine.
Okay, cool. So, as far as racial profiling, y'all, I'm gonna pin a comment down. I want y'all to answer this question. And Monica, I want you to answer as well. Have you ever been racially profiled?
I'm sure I have, but not in the sense of what I consider racial profiling. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, with us doing research on this topic, I learned that stereotypes are is racial profiling. So applying stereotypes. Like last week we talked about stereotypes, and I said when I see people with turbans, I feel like, oh, they suicide bombers or some shit. So that's
Mm-hmm.
racial profiling. Now, when I think of racial profiling, I think of law enforcement, and I've never had an encounter with law enforcement where they misjudge me on some shit. So I'm going to say no. How about you?
Yeah, I've been racially profiled before. In the workplace. It's been times where, because I was doing housekeeping, it was times where it's mainly predominantly white residents. So, like, majority of the white residents didn't want me in their room unless they were there. And
Mm.
um, I actually got accused of stealing out of their rooms before, um, just, them fucking with me or whatever. But that's one time I could really, recall being racially profiled. And if I was, I ain't fucking know. You know what I mean? Like, other than that, I wouldn't really know for sure, for sure.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But
So these
I
was
know for a
these was
fact I
old
do
folks,
that shit
right?
a lot. Old white people. Some of them Jewish, some of them Irish, all that other bullshit.
And since we talk about stereotypes, black
But
people racially profile like a motherfucker. We don't even peep. Because when we talk about racial
what?
profiling, it's usually against black people. But you ever been telling a motherfucker a story or somebody telling you a story, you go, they was white, wasn't they? Or they was Chinese, wasn't they? Black people do that shit all the time.
Real shit.
Or the phrase, that's that white people shit. Yeah.
I know I do that shit a lot. Like I caught myself earlier today. I forgot. I don't know. I forgot the name of the song I was listening to, but it was it was like some rock shit, and that was my shit. Like I think I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of it, but I'm just sitting there bopping to it, listening to it, and I'm like, yo, this is really some white people ass shit. And then the next song after that was some hood ass twerk shit, and I was like, damn, like how I just switch it up like that? But music is fucking music. Key. You know what I mean? Like, right. Music is music, but as far as like all of that shit, black people definitely do racial profile a lot more than other people, in my opinion.
More than other people?
Well, I can't say more than other people because I'm only around mostly black people.
I feel like we do because when it's on the scale of privilege, we the lowest on the scale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we see everybody bullshit. That's why I feel like I agree with you with us racially profiling the most.
Yeah. I think we racial profile the most because of the simple fact that the odds, like you said, we the lowest on the privilege scale. The odds is always against us. So the first thing we ask is race. We ask out race from the rip. You know what I mean? Just to clarify the situation. Like, say if you somewhere and you getting poor services and you telling your friend, the first thing your friend gonna ask you, they was white.
They
That's
already know how the
because
story gonna go.
no matter. Yeah, once you say, oh, they was white, you know it's some bullshit, and you confirming that they racist or that they racially profiling you or discriminating against you. Once we ask that question and you say no, everything else is like, all right, no, that's just some bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm so irked that you keep freezing. I want to
really,
see your
I can see you.
beautiful face.
I can see you.
Yes.
I can hear you clearly. I don't look like I'm frozen to myself, but yeah, like we said, racial profiling is usually associated with law enforcement, right? And that's cops singling out black people, and that's a lot of the reason why these deadly shootings be happening against our people. Racial profiling. And we all know some of the common ones. The most common one is George Floyd, right? Well, most recent one.
Yes, ma'am. Most recent, one of the biggest, most recent ones. Yeah.
And then we got senseless ones like what happened with Tamir Rice or Trayvon Martin. Now, I always get them two mixed up, but looking up Tamir Rice's story, this is a 12-year-old boy in Cleveland, Ohio, right? Who had a toy gun in his hand. It was on, you said he was on the stoop or some shit?
It wasn't a stoop. It was like a little bench area, but it was like clear as day. You know what I mean? Like you could see it. It was an open area. You know what I mean? Like you could see if he had anything in his hand. You could see everything that was going on.
And the cops just pulled
right up and just shot him. Didn't ask no questions. Nothing. I can see you, Neil. Yes.
Then you got the situation with Trayvon Martin. Boy just wanted Arizona and some Skittles.
I'm crying.
It's shit like that. I don't care how old a child looks. You could always tell the youth in their face. So if you was really looking at them, you would have knew that they was underage. But they ain't give a fuck.
Hell no. Somebody getting killed by a cop for no reason. And they abuse their authority. But then, on the flip side, we got people that resist and do nut shit and think ain't nothing supposed to happen to them, and they used he did that because I'm black card.
Right.
So it's like, okay, what can we do to de-escalate these situations or prevent these situations from happening?
Yeah. For real, because people love to say, like, because there's the stigma around racial profiling, black people don't like to call each other on their shit. Like, there's so many videos out there of the situation going left because, you know, it was the cops' fault or whatever. But we don't talk enough about the fact that black people have a problem with fucking authority.
Right.
Not all black people, but a lot of y'all do. And a lot of y'all go to racial profiling. But let's be honest, black people, some of y'all be up to some shifty shit. So do they be wrong and they profiling you? It's always true. Y'all be up to some shifty shit.
They do. It be some shit behind that shit, bro. I know a few little, I ain't saying no names because I ain't no rat, but I know a few niggas that, you know what I'm saying, be on demon time. They be mad when the cops come, but you was on demon time regardless. Like, you didn't necessarily have to do anything in that moment at that time, but you was on your way to do some shit.
Right.
Not giving them the right to fuck with you, but they're not fucking with you if you on your way to do some shit.
Right. So we gotta admit that it's not always the cops' fault. And that's not to say that it's the cops are innocent. Nobody's innocent. Sometimes the situation go left because it's the cop fault. Sometimes the situation go left because it's the citizen's fault. But all you can do is be accountable for you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But like you said, we don't call our people on our shit. When we wrong, we enable it. And that's why we don't get nowhere.
Why do you think black people got such a problem with authority?
I think some niggas just ruthless and don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Some people just rebellious. I do think some of it got to do with our histories too, because it's like, okay, our ancestors, they be trying to call us lazy, this, that. We've been told what to do for God knows how long. And then you got a bunch, like our generation now, is a lot of, not all, but it's a lot of I don't give a fuck motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care. Like, I don't care about nothing. And then you got, you got to think about the way our households are. Majority of our households have no authority. And that's because there's no fathers. And then...
Who told you that? Because I was getting my ass whooped. I had authority in my house.
I'm crying. No, I'm not saying you specifically.
Like, no, like, keep going.
I'm just saying most homes don't have the dad in the home, so they not having that person putting their foot down. Or some households is single parents. Everybody's situation is different, but for the most part, it's not a lot of authorities in black homes, and that's because we enable a whole lot. And damn, bitch, it was right on the tip of my tongue. It just left. I don't know.
That lack of authority, or that lack of structure to teach us to respect authority.
Yeah. And then this is what I was about to say too. Our parents lack, having respect for authority, because most of them raised themselves. You got people that's like, look, I ain't had nobody tell me shit. Ain't nobody gonna tell me shit. And when you see that from a parent, you eventually just might be that way. So that's why I think we don't have like respect for authority. And then you got the tragedies that happen on top of that. So we not giving them motherfuckers no benefit of the doubt. We don't even give black cops the benefit of the doubt no fucking more.
We are taught from an early age not to trust the police. Fuck the police. 5-0, 12.
Fuck 12.
Yeah. We taught from an early age. I knew from young I couldn't trust the fucking police. And then with somebody who has the power to put you behind bars, you can't. They not here to be your friend. Let's talk about the law enforcement position. Period. Okay, it's a position of authority.
Right.
They're an enforcement officer. They enforce the laws. They're taught and trained to be arrogant. Now, some take more liberals than others do, but that's what they're trained to do. They're not trained to be soft and talk politely. That's not how you work with authority.
Right.
some cops are assholes, but at the end of the day, we dealing with humans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with any human who got a position of authority, if you polite to them, usually, you can get them on your side, right?
Right.
Am I wrong?
Mm-hmm. No.
It don't hurt to be polite to the cops, but then I understand why motherfuckers aren't polite to the cops.
Mm-hmm.
You see cops in racist cities and states who do abuse their authority.
Yes, most definitely.
Shit, so, like you said earlier, it's no win in this joint. It's a
There's no
never-ending
win.
cycle.
There's no win at all. And that's because this country itself was built on race, built on racism and discrimination and all of that other goofy shit. So if it was built on that, of course, the first thing we gonna think of when we look at a motherfucker is them stereotypes. Some of them is fucking true though.
There's truth to all of it. There's some
Yeah,
truth to all of it, but sometimes it don't apply. Of course.
real shit. So as far as cops, I don't know. But have you ever been in a store shopping, just doing your regular shopping, and somebody that worked in the store was like down your back or on your ass
I think so.
just because you black?
It might have been a department store like Davis Bridal or some shit where I was getting fitted for something.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. That was a black lady. Maybe she was just trying to help me. But as far as like being hawked in a store, like on some Menace to Society shit, they watching you, follow you around. No, I never had that problem.
Mm-hmm.
They trust fat people because we got to have our snack money. We always got money.
Hey, yo,
No, real
I'm
shit.
fucking dying.
So I never had that problem. But I feel like if you in like a poppy store or something, they only go after like the young bulls. Like they don't really mess with the girls like that. But if we was in like the mall or some shit, then they probably will hawk us more. But I don't be paying attention no way because I don't go in the store to steal. So watch me if you want to.
Yeah. It's like, okay, you wasting your fucking time. While you watching me shop and pay for my shit, you could have called somebody else stealing, motherfucker.
Right.
But
What
yeah,
about you?
as far as me, somebody requested to join in.
Who that?
Did I tap them in or no?
I don't know who it is. Who is it?
It says, I don't know how to pronounce that. Abasi underscore 6967.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't know either, so we're just gonna leave that at that. Sorry, sir. Didn't mean to disappoint you. You kind of look Spanish.
Another thing.
But
What you say?
my bad. But as far as being racially profiled in the store, I never had that happen to me. But when I was working security in the liquor store, I would assume that white people who ain't fucking most of the white people that was coming in there wasn't really coming in there to steal when they was. A lot of the young white boys was racking the fuck up on liquor at the liquor store. And one day, I was just in there working, walking the floor, and this little white boy came in, freckle face, red hair, came in, asked me a question, went about his way, right? But he had this book bag, so something just told me like, and usually, I don't, like I said, I don't look at them, but usually, it's like all right, whatever. But it was just something off. It was my intuition just saying like, just watch him. So he looking at shit, whatever, whatever. When I say this boy moved so fucking fast, I don't know if you know this wine, but it's Carlo Rossi, this real big ass jug. When I say he bent down, picked it up, and put it in his bag so fast and zipped that shit up, I say, yo,
He
this
slick
ain't
as
his
fuck because I
first
know what
time.
jug you talk about.
I said, this is not his first time doing this shit, bro. But
his first rodeo.
Right. But if I didn't follow my intuition, you get what I'm saying? Me assuming just because that white privilege, me thinking, you know what I mean?
Oh, he harmless.
He ain't gonna do shit. He a little white boy, you little nut ass white boy. You know what I mean? Like, he here to buy his shit and get the fuck on. But he ain't come to buy a motherfucking thing. He came to rank up.
Real shit.
So I was on some shit like me assuming like cause he white, he wasn't gonna steal. That shit crazy.
So you racially profile somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And it happens all the time.
Yep.
Or
That
they
was
white, they
crazy.
ain't about nothing. Or he Asian, he can't do shit.
Yeah. Child. The
Anybody can
motherfuckers
get
be
this
getting,
off. Come on now.
they be getting to it, okay?
Another reason why a lot of the situations with racial profiling go left is because people don't know their rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of like the videos I be watching, people be breaking fucking laws and then be asking why they getting arrested. Let's be
Okay.
real. Y'all cannot touch an officer. Now, if you want to, you should know that they can, if even if you fucking tap them, they can say that's assault. That's a charge against you to go with whatever
Mm-hmm.
charge you just got.
But motherfuckers don't know that. They think it's their right to fucking do shit like that. Like, now, you gotta think, right? The laws, well, as far as law enforcement,
Mm-hmm.
they are there to, like you said, enforce the laws, right?
Huh.
So if they there to enforce the law, you think they don't have no type of, authority to determine what they can do with your life and that quick? The second you do some dumb shit, you're going the fuck away, and there's nothing you can say or do unless, you know what I mean, it's really some bullshit going on, and then you can fight it. But 9 times out of 10, the system ain't made for us. So
Real shit.
you're gonna be sitting there 9 times out of 10. You're gonna be sitting there, or you can be just in there for some dumb shit, or you're gonna have to keep going back and forth to court for some dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, rather you do what you're supposed to do, or you are on some nut shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anything it could go either way.
You definitely could. And
It could
people
go
should
either
also
way.
know, once somebody arrested, they are state property. Like, you can't touch them.
Mm-hmm.
You can't touch their shoulder, their arm. You can't pull on them. Because then you getting arrested for interfering with an arrest.
Right.
I don't care if it's your daughter, your sister, your mom, your baby mom. You can't touch on them. Because
Mm-hmm.
then you interfering with an arrest and you getting arrested too.
Real
Now, it's two
shit.
motherfuckers locked up.
Over some nut shit.
But you guys, I took the liberty of writing down some of our rights so we can inform y'all.
Yes, boo.
The first one is we got the right to remain silent. Now, this one we should all know because they say it in every movie while somebody getting arrested.
If you don't know your fucking Miranda rights, something wrong with you. All
Real
these
shit.
crime shows out here, bro, you need to know that shit.
Watch you some motherfucking Law and Order. For real.
Okay? I learned all that shit from that show.
Shit. The next one is you have the right to refuse consent to a search of yourself, car, or home. And again, you should have seen this shit in movies. Or
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be rude. Just don't give you the right to argue with the officer. All you got to do is say, do you have a warrant? If they don't got no warrant, okay.
You can't do
And
it, buddy.
another one is if you are not under arrest, you have the right to leave. So if an officer is stopped you and is talking to you, you don't want to talk to him. Officer, am I under arrest? Oh, can
Mm-hmm.
I go? Okay then. Now we know it don't always go as smoothly as that, but
Right.
as long as I feel like because we dealing with humans, cops, police officers, they humans. So if they got the feeling you don't know your rights, they gonna try to move around it. If you
Of
don't
course.
know, you don't have to talk to them. They gonna go and search your shit anyway and find something to incriminate you, and then you not knowing. Oh, I don't have to let them search my shit without a warrant. I got
Mm-hmm.
something on me, but they can't search my shit. You don't know that, so if they're not gonna tell you that, they
Right.
only gonna tell you what they had to tell you. The mini Miranda. You had the right to remain silent. You had the right to an attorney. That's about it. All this other shit you
Mm-hmm.
gotta look for yourself. You have the right to say no. You don't got the right to touch them. No, don't do that unless you're
Right.
ready for what come with it.
No cap. But a lot of people don't know their rights, and a lot of people don't know what resisting is.
Mm-hmm.
Resisting arrest is basically doing anything to stop the fucking cop from arresting you. Meaning, if you pull away, if you push away, if they got you in the cuffs and you trying to shake away, you know what I mean? Like,
If
all
you
of that.
wiggle out the cuffs and start running, all of this.
Yes, all of that shit is resisting, and a lot of people be like, "No, bro, they was on some nut shit." No, you adding another charge, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You add another charge. It's a lose-lose. Now think of it like this. Motherfuckers got pride and all of that shit. You ain't, look, the situation is how it is. It could go right or it could go left, but you could make it worse by doing one small ass thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, know what the fuck resisting is before you say I didn't resist arrest. Yes, the fuck you did, bro. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
y'all motherfuckers be on camera resisting arrest, and
Real
they can
shit.
use that against y'all in court.
And then be in court with a straight face. I ain't resist no arrest. Like, dickhead, we got you right here.
Right? You can't deny it, bro.
Real shit.
But like,
Mm-hmm.
as far as school and stuff, have you ever had the experience in school with racial profiling?
The closest I came to that was I had a racist teacher back in South Carolina when
Mm.
I lived down here. It was this one teacher. My original teacher had left on maternity leave, and we got this substitute, and she just kept trying to single me out. Now, mind you, I was talkative, but so was the white kids. So I would
Mm-hmm.
say something about it. She ended up getting me removed from the class. I had to go to a different class. A week or two later, she got fired for calling somebody a nigger. And I was just like, see, I fucking told y'all. That nobody would listen to me. I said she racist.
Motherfuckers ain't want to listen to the kid.
Real shit.
That's crazy. It'd be so much dumb shit. Like, I just don't understand why do these motherfuckers go for these jobs when they racist like that?
Racist got work too. I feel like though the kids in my class didn't peep it as much as I did because I was from Philly. They all from the South, so they probably used to that shit. But I
Mm-hmm.
peeped that shit out the gate like, no, you treating us different. Fuck out of here.
Right. That's real shit. Like the vibe from being where we from and being down south is completely fucking different, bro. It's completely
Mm-hmm.
different. Now, one thing I can say about Philly, like us from Philly, we some bold motherfuckers. Like we gonna sock it straight to you. We gonna tell you how it is. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be aggressive as fuck. We don't care. It is what it is. Like, don't beat around the bush with me. But motherfuckers out here, it's like should
Real
be
passive
shady.
aggressive.
Should be real passive aggressive. Should be shady as fuck. It's like they make you read between the lines. And
Like
it's
you supposed
like,
to know better.
yeah, like fuck you. I peep all of that shit. And that's why I like down here, I just be like I like the vibe that I have down here from in the area that I'm in. But it's just like when you be around certain people you could tell how they are. Then I'm in the suburbs on top of that. So
Mm-hmm.
child, that shit be crazy. Be really having to peep motherfuckers and read them because they be racist as fuck, but they won't show it unless you really paying attention.
Now you in Texas, that's that deep rooted racism right there. They get it from their grandpappy.
And they don't even be thinking that they fucking racist, bro. Like, all right, one day I was at work one day. They have it to where they have like performances, people singing and shit like that. So I guess it was one of the residents. She was playing the piano and singing her one little song, and I forgot the name of the song, but she
Mm-hmm.
said, what did she say? She said, they stopped singing this song because it was, around the Jim Crow era and yada yada yada. But you know, I'm like, bitch, what
Bitch,
you
no, I don't
mean?
know. Keep going.
No.
Explain some more.
But this is the thing. Now, this is a place with mostly black workers.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Let me stop playing with the filters.
I'm cracking the fuck up. But this is a place where it's mostly black workers.
So y'all to help. Keep going with it.
Mostly black workers, mostly white residents. Of course, they do not give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, why would you even insist on playing a song that was incited around the Jim Crow era and all that type of shit like that? Like, you sitting here doing all this and you got black people helping you and all that. That just fucked my head up. I was like, I'm glad I ain't downstairs because I'd have been like, bitch, what you mean?
They played the song anyway.
It wasn't even like no words or nothing that was being sung. It was like the piano, but just the fact, like, why would you even incite that? Bitch, just play the song.
Because
If
they
anything,
want y'all to know the vibes in this joint.
no
They were trying to send a
kizzy.
fucking message.
It was like, bro, like what the fuck what's wrong with you? Like,
The good old days, Jim Crow era. Like, what
I'm
the fuck?
hollering.
Yo, these motherfuckers be bold.
They be
Especially down
listen.
south.
What bold, bro? But if you from down here,
You
you
probably
really
used to
not.
it.
Yeah. But if you not from here, you're gonna be like, what the fuck is wrong with these people, bro?
I know you be appalled. Like, what the fuck is going on?
The fucking nerve, bitch. The nerve. The audacity. Like, it'd be horrible.
Yo,
It'd be
they
fucking
be on some nut
horrible.
shit. But
Real shit.
a lot of the racial profiling issues happen with traffic stops. You know, the stop and frisk and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So let's give these people a little bit of protocol of what you should and shouldn't do when you are stopped or pulled over by the cops.
Yes, let's give the protocol. First things first.
Turn your
Keep
car off.
okay. Turn that shit off. Keep your hands in plain sight where they can see them shits.
Real
Keep
shit.
your hands visible at all motherfucking times.
Keep them hoes on the wheel. Don't move them bitches.
Put them on a dash. You fizz me? Have your ID and all that shit pulled out beforehand.
Actually, no, you can't do that because if they see you moving in the car, they gonna think you hide something. So just be cool and announce your movements.
I don't know because if they walking up, it's like what the fuck, like.
Yeah,
But
they gonna
yeah,
think what
you
you
make
being shifty
sense.
for. What are you doing, sir? The next thing you know, he got his hand on his gun. Step out the vehicle, please. Just to
Like,
avoid all of that. Just wait till they come up and then say, let them know what you're doing. I'm about to get my ID and shit. Wait till they ask you for it.
yeah.
They gotta have something to talk about when they come up to the window.
Trail. These motherfuckers is crazy. It's like any horse. Wait till they ask you for that shit.
Yes.
Don't be too swift making all these crazy sudden movements, cause then
Don't be fidgeting and shit. You gonna look suspicious.
no cat. And these motherfucking cops be scary as fuck.
For real.
They more scared than you.
They be shaking in their fucking boots, holding that gun. Yo.
That shit crazy, bro. Like, how are you the one with the fucking gun? And you scared of B? Like, what?
Right.
That shit don't make no sense. But what's the next one?
Did we say verbalize all your movements? Keep your hands on the wheel.
Yes.
Like we said, no sudden movements. That's all we got for y'all. I ain't been pulled over yet.
I'm cracking the fuck up. And remain calm.
Yeah.
Don't
Roll the
fucking
window down, drawing like, is there a fucking problem, officer? No,
right.
be polite. Be polite.
Real shit. How
You
you
never
gonna be? They
know.
woke up to you, Monica.
How you doing today, officer? How you doing? Is there an issue? I got my registration right here. Can I grab it? Okay, no problem. I'm
You put the
Auntie Tom.
telemark.
Like, fuck out of here. I ain't trying to go
She
to
put
jail.
the
I ain't be like that.
telemarketer voice on for y'all niggas.
Voice cracking
I'm
it all. Like, I didn't even mean. I didn't know I had my tail light out. Like, fuck out of here. Say
child.
what you want. I'm bitching.
I ain't gonna hold you. I probably be bitching too. Like me
I'm
right
not.
now, I probably say I'll be on some hood shit, but I'm really not, bro.
Bitch, I'm not built for jail. I'm not trying to go.
No
I got
cat.
arrested one time. They didn't give a bitch a cheese sandwich. I'm not trying to go back. They not gonna
Hey
do me right.
yo. Why they? First of all, they owe you your cheese sandwich. Why they didn't give you your cheese sandwich?
That nut ass cheese sandwich. Fuck out of here. They took my backpack. They was ordering food in front of me. Mind you, I was a juvenile. I'm like looking out, like to let them know I got money in my backpack. Y'all can order me some wings and take the money out. They ain't pay me no fucking mind. Had me in the shower room. The struggle. It's cool though, because I went to McDonald's when I got out and got a steak, egg, and cheese on a bagel with the onion.
Period, bitch. That
I'm
shit
talking
sound
about
good as fuck.
shit.
I ain't had one of them in forever.
They don't even sell steak no more.
I know.
We talk about racial profiling. How we get to McDonald's steak, egg, and cheese on a
Child,
bagel?
because they owe you your fucking cheese sandwich.
Real shit. I want my fucking cheese sandwich. But I don't want it that bad.
I'm crying. Hard as a brick and all. Fuck wrong with you.
Real shit.
But
Yeah, but
yeah.
try to be polite and be cooperative.
Please cooperate, bro. Because the second you don't, they gonna start saying all this bullshit.
Yeah, I
And even
know. I
though,
can't. I
go ahead,
can't
boo.
speak for other states because I know it's really racist cops out here that'll
Yeah,
pick with you and shit. But as far as Philly go, I can speak for Philly because I didn't live in Philly like damn near my whole life. These cops be drawn, but they don't be drawn like the racist cops in the South.
yeah, they really don't.
The most they be is arrogant, just throwing their weight around. Let them talk their shit. You gotta pick your battles. You don't gotta fight every fucking battle, talk, argue a cop down or nothing.
No
It don't
kidding.
even be that deep.
If you sit there and you keep arguing down a fucking cop, is nothing but more dirt that they could throw on you. They're not even gonna try to hear none of that shit you talking about.
You know, if
Like,
you within your rights and you arguing down a cop, by all means, handle your business, talk your shit. Shit.
but all that other shit is like, bruh.
If you know you in the wrong or you could be, just go with the flow. Don't make it difficult on yourself.
Real shit.
We just speaking for the Philly area, you guys, because Philly and Derby, because the Derby cops don't be that bad either in the surrounding areas.
Yeah, they like,
Shit, they sure do come when you call them now.
no cat. They come out quick as fuck. Well, not quick as fuck, but quick enough.
Quicker than Philly cops.
Yeah. Speaking of fucking cops coming out, I had this incident where some man was knocking on my door and he asked me could he come inside and chill with me and talk to me or whatever. And I'm like, whoa, sir, you creepy as fuck. I shut my door, I locked it or whatever. He kept coming back, kept knocking on the door. So I ended up calling the cops. They came out, they checked everything. Everything was cool. They wound up calling me like, yeah, we monitored the area, blah, blah, blah. He's not around. So then the cop says, we get we get calls like this all the time. It's normal for some people to be drunk and come to the wrong apartment or wrong house. I'm like, squeeze me, motherfucker. He was drunk, yes, but he was coherent enough to, you know what I mean, to know what the fuck he was talking about and everything. He know for a fact this wasn't no fucking place he knew.
And
So
what
I'm
time was it when all that happened?
like 1 o'clock in the fucking morning.
And he gonna say, oh, we get calls like this all the time. Basically brushing you off.
Brushing me bro. I said, he asked me to come inside. Yeah, no, we get calls like that all the time. No, the fuck y'all don't. Don't play with me.
Even if you do, your job is to come out and fucking enforce the laws and secure the fucking area. That's how you make me feel secure?
Like,
Like, oh
what,
yeah, this
bitch?
happens all the time. So people getting harassed all the time around here?
Yeah, we checked everything, but this happens all the time. No one's out here, but this happens all the time. So, if someone does it, it just knows that it happens all the time. Boy, fuck you. I need to feel safe in my fucking house. So, but one thing for sure, I was glad that I called because they would have that shit on file if something was to happen. You know what I mean?
In case you had to
So,
poke a nigga the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
period. Because you're finna get stabbed the fuck up.
Right.
And that's why I gotta get straight. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
It's gonna happen though. I'm gonna get the get.
See, but cops, I mean, I don't want to say the cops in Philly is any better. Because when they get here, they don't do too much any fucking way.
They don't.
They just be showing up to say, they showed up.
They be on bullshit. They be on turkey time, honestly.
What you got?
The odds is always against the bitch. You said what I got?
What you got there?
Ooh, you trying to figure out what I got, fool?
Okay.
This what I got.
What's that? That's that Crown Royal?
Yes, whiskey and cola. Period.
Wait a minute, bitch. Hold up.
Oh, bitch, you got the pork. Come on now. Drink with me. Come on now.
Bitch, I'm fucking with you. Look at this girl. Shout out my big sis. She hooked a bitch up. Yeah, she went out of state to get this joint from me.
Yes, 7%.
Did I really sip it?
You don't have to.
No, bitch, I'm just playing. Let me see what it's in for. Because you always raving about it. Talk about how good it is.
That shit probably
I'm
tastes
gonna
like
let y'all
juice to
know
you.
for real, because I'm not a
Cause
drinker.
it is like a little, you know what I'm saying? You sip it long enough, it gets you mean. It tastes like actual soda with a
Yeah,
little, mm, it's good.
with a little hint of brandy or something.
Yes,
And
but
cognac. I could fucks with it. Okay, okay, Cram. You need
yes,
some
but
ice.
that's it. That's all you need is some ice, and
Yes,
you
y'all
be
get y'all
good.
Crown Royal cans. What's this? The whiskey cola. Meow, meow. Cheers, bitch.
Cheers, bitch.
Yeah.
We fucks with the Crown Royal over here.
Yes, we do.
Period. Cop you some Crown Royal.
Yes, but in other
But
news, Jay, as you mentioned earlier in the show, that it is Suicide Awareness Month. Suicide Prevention Awareness
yes,
Month.
it is. Yes, ma'am. Suicide prevention awareness. Um, People downplay suicidal thoughts. Uh, I know people that deal with suicide personally. Do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay. But so things that I've noticed about uh black people with suicide is the first thing they say is, oh, you know if you kill yourself you going to hell,
Mm-hmm.
or they'll play it like, oh, I love myself too much to kill myself, little dumb shit like that. And it's just like, all right, to you it might seem like that to you, but to that person they are really battling with something deep down inside and you just ignoring it. So if something did happen, you wouldn't even have no remorse because you just like, oh well, they shouldn't have killed themselves. That's fucked up.
Yeah. And the black community is looked at as a weakness. So when you saying, oh, you feel down, when you feel hopeless, they treat you like, oh, well, that's weak shit.
Hmm.
So
So
crazy.
anybody dealing with suicide, we love y'all. We are here for y'all. And so is the suicide prevention hotline. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all need to hit them up. If y'all need this number, it is 1-800-273-8255. Please give them a call if you are battling with suicide, need someone to talk to. Okay? Because we
Real
need you
shit.
here. You have a purpose, baby.
We all got a purpose here.
Yes.
If you need some help, say a motherfucking affirmation.
Okay?
So Shay, what are the signs of somebody having suicidal thoughts?
Um, Signs of someone with suicidal thoughts, they speak what they some of them might not speak, but if they do speak, it's always something negative about themselves. They don't see themselves in a good light. They also isolate themselves. Like they would, go long periods of time without talking to people, or they would, like, if they are around a bunch of people, they would go somewhere where they're by themselves. Um, some people seem extremely happy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you never know when a person is suicidal until you actually break down that wall and talk to them, or if they feel comfortable talking to you about it.
Mm-hmm.
So just pay attention to your family and friends. You never know what somebody going through. And like I said before, I'm gonna say it again, some of the happiest people are the most depressed. They come off as happy. They put that mask on, they make everybody laugh and make everybody feel good, but when they leave everybody, they have nothing left for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Check on your happy friends too.
yes, please check on your happy friends, or please check on your friends that seem like they're doing good. Because in reality, everybody got problems, whether you're doing good or bad or whatever the case.
Yeah, and suicide don't have to be an ongoing considered thing. It don't have to be stretched out. You could just have a real bad day and decide, fuck this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So check on them always.
Period.
So how would you comfort somebody who told you they are having suicidal thoughts?
Um, Me personally, I would tell them, I would tell them that they meant to be here. They're here for a reason. Even though it might sound like bullshit to them, like, you're really here for a reason. If you wasn't meant to be here, you wouldn't be here. It might seem easier, to just say to yourself, like, fuck all of this shit, but you don't know, you can't fulfill your story if you're not here to finish it. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. I don't know if a suicidal person would take offense to it or not, because some people take things different, but that's what I would say. That's the best way
But
I would be able to help.
that's the best way to explain it. Like,
Mhm.
I couldn't think of a better way myself. Like, we all here on this journey, and life is about finding your purpose.
Facts.
And sometimes the journey to your purpose is so hard that we forget. So we need to be reminded.
Yes, most definitely. When you're talking to people that are suicidal, don't try to make it to where, oh, if you did this to yourself, I would feel this way. If you did this to yourself, imagine how this person would feel. Yeah, you coming from a genuine place, but they looking at it as you still worried about everybody else but me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you have to try to comfort them in the best way, to where as though they really feel it's genuine and it's not about.
They feel valued. Yes,
Mhm.
definitely.
Yes. And
Also,
go ahead, mama.
yes, September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. So yeah, to all my females, get them coochies checked out. Go to your gynecologist. You know what I'm saying? Some of the symptoms is changes to your period, frequent urinating and pelvic pain, and trouble eating, like you feel full really fast. So if you have a number of those symptoms, go out and get your shit checked out. Because cancer
Yes.
can creep up on anybody. So.
Yes. And to anybody that survived ovarian cancer, we love you too. You are strong. You are a survivor. You are a warrior. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So, letting y'all know all month. Make sure y'all check your coochies.
For real.
Period.
If you use baby powder, talcum powder, I know y'all seen them callbacks. Y'all might be entitled to a settlement. Go ahead and get it checked out.
I'm crying, bitch. Yes. Get your little settlement, okay? Cause no. Don't be using that Johnson & Johnson on that coochie.
For real.
Now just have coochie cancer.
Oh shit. I think the color for ovarian cancer is teal. So be in a turquoise teal type of feel this month. And purple as well.
Yeah.
So you guys, thank you for tuning in. Shay, it's been lit.
Thank you so much. Yes, it has. And so you guys know, next week we are going to be discussing priorities. Priorities. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't have none.
Or that
They're
shit is
not
all out of whack.
responsible enough to take care of their priorities. Yes, bitch.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to be back at it next week. Y'all already know the time and the place. Make sure you tune in.
Same time, same place, same faces. Tune in.
Mm-hmm.
We love y'all. Peace out.
Y'all cool. Bye.
Bye. See you, baby.